Melo, the and 1-3, the ball got swung over to you pretty late. I just wondered, how do you go about a possession like that when you know you're going to have to get it up, but the defender knows that you have to shoot it? What goes through your mind in that situation?
Well, when I got, I figured we was up against the shot clock, so I didn't want to put or swing it to my teammate and put them in a bad situation or bad position out there on the court at that point in time. So I just wanted to get a little bit of space, peek at the rim and see where I was at. And that peek, determined how I had to shoot the ball. So it was just a matter of him, contesting it or not. And I seen his arm, I seen him leaning. So I knew once I jabbed him and he started leaning that if I shoot it, that it was going to be a good chance that I was going to get that call. So.
And then this could apply to this game or really just the last several, but in these lineups, when you guys aren't playing the traditional center, what are you thinking about most defensively, and kind of what is the key for you in those type of lineups? Yeah, on defense.
Well, I mean, like a team like Minnesota, man, they crash 1 through 5. They attack the offensive glass better than anybody that we done played against in the NBA. So it's just a matter of putting the body on the body, keeping those guys from the offensive rebounding position. And allowing ourselves to get in good position to get the rebounds.
Hey, Mel. We just talked to Russ a second ago, and he'd kind of said something along the lines that, like, you can look at the stat sheet and see turnovers and missed shots, but that's like he impacts the game in other ways. I'm curious, playing with him and kind of getting the full sort of experience, how do you know when it's like a really good Russ game? Like, what are the things that are happening outside of the numbers, and what were some of the things that you thought he did tonight to help you guys get a win?
Yeah, well, I mean, you can see Russ' activity level when he's on it. He's on it. He's all over the court as far as being a disruptor out there on the basketball court. When he's locked in and seeing the game the way that he sees it, making the right plays, making the easy plays for others, making the right play for himself. That's the Russ that we know that he can be, and we got to just let him go, just let him be, and I think he knows that. I don't think we have to be on him about what he does out there on the basketball court, or turnovers, anything like that, because he beat himself up about it anyway. So we're just there to support him, let him figure it out, and we'd be right there by his side.
Mel, small ball is not a new concept for the league. It's really over the course of your career has become more and more prevalent. But for this team, it wasn't what you guys went into the season with. Do you recall a film session or a shoot around or a practice where it was first introduced and you guys started to like?
No, we don't. We just making adjustments as we go. We adapting to the lineups, to the people that we have out there on the that's dressing up. So we don't know. I mean, we found that it's effective at times to go with that small lineup. So that's not my decision to make. That you got to ask Frank that. See what Frank is thinking about that.
All right.
Melo, when you look at Russ's jumper, your jumper, Avery's jumper, I mean, a lot of shot making at the end. What do you make of this team's ability to kind of create something when there is nothing and Minnesota's like pushing you to the end of the shot clock?
Well, I guess that's the beauty of having guys who's willing to take tough shots and make tough shots and live with the result. A lot of times the tough shots come when there's 3 seconds on the shot clock, 4 seconds on the shot clock. So you have to be willing to take those shots and just embrace it. If you miss it, you miss it. You get back on D. If not, you get a 3, you get a 2, you get an and 1 or something like that. So it's just a matter of just being willing to step up at that moment.
Melo, Frank talked about your basketball integrity. What is that? Explain that to us, common
Say that
folks.
again?
Frank Vogel talked about your basketball integrity.
Yeah, Frank be using words. I gotta ask Frank how Frank be talking.
So I ask you, what does that mean to you? What is that? What is Carmelo Anthony?
I just think it's my commitment, to the game, to being better, to myself, to my teammates. Understanding that roles is going to change. My role is going to change every night in and night out, depending on the style of game, the type of playing, the type of game that we playing. And I'm still motivated. I still love the game. I still work hard. I still come to work excited about being there. And I always said when I don't feel that no more, it's my time to go. So I'm not nowhere near close to that. You know, so I still love getting up. I still love, you know, the preparation of the game, getting ready, getting prepared, and I don't think that's gonna go anywhere anytime soon. So I hope that's what Frank is talking about, integrity. You should ask him, man. Shoot him a text, bro.